We farm 44 acres at Forth Mains, and we've got 10 suckler cows. They're Highland Cross Shorthorn, and we breed with the Wagyu, we AI to the Wagyu. So we've got 4 Wagyu calves a year, and then we run the rest with the Shorthorn bull, so there'll be 6 Shorthorn crosses as well. We've got 100 hill sheep, and we've got the distillery on the farm as well. Originally, I'm from Paisley, so I'm not from farming stock. I went to Auchincruive when I was 17 and enjoyed the practical farming aspect of it. Originally I wanted to be a vet, but I really enjoyed the food production side of it, so I spent 13 years working in the beef industry, and then my dream was always to have our own farm and basically produce good quality beef. So we got the farm 2 years ago, and that's when we started with our beef enterprise and the sheep as well. Before we bought the farm, we used to rent some fields locally, but it was never our own, and it was never had the best fencing, or there was always an issue if there was sheep out, or you could never really make massive improvements to land that we rented. So we were fortunate enough we got a new entrance grant when we moved to the farm, so that allowed us to buy the livestock for the cattle and the sheep, but it also let us tie our money up for a few years before there was any return. So that made us start thinking about how else we can work the farm, and that made us think about diversification into the distillery as well. We always thought when we had a farm we'd have beef and sheep, and that was the dream to do that and do it well. But actually, once we got into it, we enjoyed doing that, but we had more that we could do. There's more potential out the farm. So that's where the distillery came from, and we thought if there's one other thing that we love rather than the kind of food production side of it, it would be drink production. So I got myself a mentor and learned about that side of the trade and set up the distillery a year ago, and we produce our Drover's gin and farmer strength, and we've got over 40 different flavours of gin liqueurs as well. So I didn't see that coming, to be honest with you, and it was actually when we sat down and started thinking about what potential has the place got, that was something that we could do in a 4 metre by 4 metre byre, so it's not a big space. Probably the biggest challenge is juggling everything that needs to happen and getting into a routine. Because we are new farmers, we've had to learn what works on this type of ground. I think seeing the place develop, seeing things improve on the farm, it really motivates me to produce a good product. So whether that's producing gin or whether it's going to be producing our Wagyu beef eventually, I really want to be able to produce premium food and drink products. So that's a massive motivation to what we do in the farm. I think it's part of the business plan. When you do look at, what are the opportunities, I wouldn't always follow the trend, because that's a bit boring. I would look at doing something different and seeing where the opportunities lie. I think you need to be bold. For us, we're a small farm, so what we do is really important, produce premium products. But I just think it's not about how many acres you've got, it's about what you do with them. I don't think we're finished diversifying, because there's always more we could be doing. We're looking at truffle production as well, so we've got another premium product coming off the farm. And we're also looking at potentially putting some deer and farming deer so we can produce venison as well as our beef and lamb. So for someone new coming into the industry, I would always say persevere. Stick in. If you've got a dream, follow it. You've got to persevere, because it's not easy. And again, it's not always the end goal either. Things change along the path, so go with it and take risks. I think you really do need to take a risk to get into agriculture, but you need to believe in what the end goal is. And that's kind of where we are. I mean, it keeps developing as well, but I think just persevere. Ask questions. If you want to rent land, if you want to work with someone, be bold and upfront and speak to people and share what you want to do, because there's always opportunities there.